after 7.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it is here.
Did she answer back on your text or anything yesterday?
I hope she got that. I think she did. I just used some number you gave me.
Yeah, should be.
Did you take that on the outside one?
Oh, this was in, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Huh?
I guess I could tell the inside. Oh, well.
I'm looking at
What
it.
makes the difference, man?
Yeah.
Well, it's just, maybe, I mean,
If
the,
it hadn't rained, it wouldn't have hurt.
yeah.
That makes the difference. I'll throw it away.
Yeah, today, at least you don't have to trudge in the snow yet.
Yeah.
Go up and get it done today.
Yeah, I guess hopefully, I guess maybe I should have called her, but hopefully she got it. I mean, I did put her in the text, so I don't know. But, I guess maybe it wouldn't have prompted her, I don't know.
We can text her.
Yeah, text her, and then you can always call on phone too.
Yeah. Tell me if that's right.
Oh, that's would be her home phone number.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's 2 numbers under her.
Why should call him?
This would have been her home one.
So I put her phone phone?
Yep, that was her home one in there. So.
No, no.
No, that's it. Could try the house one too. Answering machine there too, at home. Should I try her cell phone one more time?
What's that?
So I tried the cell phone and the home one, should I try, oh, just a second, she's calling back. Hello? Good morning, is it okay if we put you on speaker? Okay, sure, Spencer is too, so hang on here. Okay, can you hear me, Vanessa?
Yes.
Okay, all right, I will turn you up, okay, we got it. Thanks,
Yeah.
there.
Good morning, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start, I'll call the meeting to order. Thank you all for, braving this weather this morning, we hope we beat the storm. I've got this scripted out pretty carefully, so, done a lot of research on this. This agenda has come at my request. I am in the receipt of a complaint documentation from my school employee who has brought allegations against Superintendent Dr. Lukens. I received this the day I got out of the hospital, and so I know that, in fairness, I did not touch this for a week being on medicine, so last week I did a lot of research on this, so here's what I'm gonna say. When a complaint is made against a school superintendent, it is proper protocol that the complaint is submitted to the school board president alone, who is tasked with investigating the complaint and then making a recommendation based on the outcome of the investigation to the board for any necessary actions. At this time, it is not appropriate to discuss the complaint or the person bringing this. So whatever you hear in the street, whatever, this cannot be talked about. But once the investigation is complete, the board of supervisors of the superintendent will be informed of the outcome and then take any necessary action. Okay? And looking at protocol, I could have did some different things. I've spoken with our attorney. I basically have two choices. Number one is to do it myself, and number two is to do a third party. So this is the reason for the meeting today. I'm making a recommendation to outsource this investigation to a neutral third party to ensure it is handled as fairly and appropriately as possible. In my role as president, I already have some background on the situation. I am concerned I will not be perceived as unbiased. I also believe I may need to be a witness in this investigation. Ultimately, I do not believe it is appropriate for me to investigate this as policy dictates based on circumstances. This task could be given to the vice president. However, I still believe that it is in the district's best interest to have an outside neutral party tackle this and have someone that has totally unbiased opinions. Okay? In consultation with our school board attorney a couple times, I understand that outsourcing this is fairly common. It's fairly common, and there are places that do this. The third party will need to be compensated for this time, so this will come in as an expense. All right, so Dr. Paul Stremick, a former school administrator and superintendent who now works for Dakota Leadership Solutions, has conducted investigations for school districts in the past. He is available and willing to conduct this investigation if the board so moves. His hourly rate is $200 an hour. He said it sounds like the investigation could be done remotely and virtually, so he would likely not have to travel. But if he does travel, his travel expense would be $50 an hour for travel time plus mileage, and he lives in Walhalla, so 200 miles, okay? If travel is necessary, it's difficult to estimate this total expense, and that will depend on how many interviews are necessary and how much documentation or other evidence the investigator needs to review. The investigator will submit a report when done. And like I said, I've done a lot of soul searching on this, and looking at, I just feel with the clientele of our school district, I think this is the number one way to go, is to have a neutral party look at this. And so I am recommending to the board, as you see on the agenda, that we hire a consultant and to take care of this complaint. So I would entertain a motion in a second, and then we can discuss.
I so moved to hire the third party.
Well, second.
Okay, probably moved and seconded that we hire Dr. Paul Stremick to conduct this investigation against an employee, against Dr. Lukens. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion or questions? Any discussion or questions? Any discussion or questions? So hearing that, I'm feeling that you're all thinking that this is the right move to make.
Yeah, I think it has to be as neutral as possible.
Okay? Anybody else have a comment?
I agree.
Okay?
I agree 100%.
Vanessa, do you have anything?
Yeah, I think I agree. I don't know. I think so.
Okay. All right. So I'm hearing that all 5 board members are in approval of this. So I'm going to bring it to a vote. All those in favor of hiring Dr. Paul Stremick to investigate the complaint documentation from a school employee, please say aye.
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 All opposed? Okay, I'm gonna add one more thing that was given to me by the attorney. Records related to a complaint about a school district employee are confidential until the investigation is complete, or until 60 days have passed since the complaint was filed, whichever is sooner. This language stems from the North Dakota Century Code, and I'm not gonna read that code to you, but I was given that code. So we'll keep that in mind, that we cannot release any details on this. We cannot talk about who it is, and we will let the investigation take its course. Okay? Seeing nothing else, as I promised, Spencer, 10 minutes. So I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Okay? Meeting's adjourned, and thank you all for your time this morning.
Yep, thank you.
I apologize, I failed to look at what day it was and assumed it was tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a mistake, I believe, and it was corrected, so we apologize, but I just, when I seen Wednesday's weather, I wanted it today. So, okay?
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yes, yeah, bye.
Yeah, I think it was Wednesday the 19th of
I just got notification. when
Yeah, I
was
wanted
saying
everything to
that
run through
Sunday.
Zane, so it happens, mistakes happen, so. Okay, thank you all for coming,
Then you check.
have a wonderful day.
Mine was
Well, I went-
Boys
I
were
went to-
very
I
good this
went
morning,
to-
they must be tired.
Yeah. Well, it was a shorter meeting too.